Figured I'd hop on here and just kind of go over where this channel is starting and what I'm going to be doing. My name's Cameron. I've had this idea to start forging knives for a long time. I've always been, into knives, and I've been telling my wife for years that I want to start forging, but I never start because, I don't have the tools or the place or any number of other excuses. I also thought it'd be cool to start a YouTube channel to kind of document what this becomes. And then obviously the big dream is get to a point that I'm forging knives that I can sell, on the internet or wherever I can find. But I struggled because I said, where do I start with this deal? And as far as I can tell, with anything in life, really the only way to start is to start. So I'm starting with nothing. I hope to bring y'all along this little journey of basically building a brand and a bladesmithing forge from nothing. I want to build a knife company from absolutely nothing. I'll kind of give you a quick rundown of where I will be doing this at. So I've got an old calf barn on my place here. That's gonna essentially, this is what we're hoping to turn into our forge, right? So this is set up. This is still a working cattle operation off of the side of our forge here. I've got one steer out here, but most of this stuff is all our neighbor and landlord who runs cattle out here on this piece of our property. I hope to buy this place one day. Maybe if I make enough knives, I can do it. So this is kind of just our little feed lot. It's where we work cattle. This is where we load. And I'll show you the other side here. So over here we got a little chicken coop with all of our birds in there. And then we'll kind of go through the inside of what will become the forging spot. So this is gonna stay. This is the indoor portion of the chicken coop. And then over here, we got what's gonna be the tool room. I've already got some stuff set up inside here. Just odds and ends stuff that I have laying around. But I hope to turn this more into like a metalwork, forge tools, all that kind of stuff is all gonna go in here and in these boxes. And we got some cabinets. We obviously got a long way to go to clean things up and get it all put together. But that's the whole point. I figured it'd be interesting to watch me start with nothing. I have no tools really for doing any of this. So I'm just going to start slowly piecing stuff together, and eventually, hopefully in the coming weeks, I'm going to build a knife, and it's probably going to suck. But as time goes, the more I build, the better it'll get, the better the tools will get, and you guys will get to watch me kind of build this deal up from nothing. So out here, this is where I've been cleaning stuff. We got trash and stuff that all is going to have to go. We're working on getting that stuff taken out. I've got some raw lumber and material and stuff to build different things if I want. Just junk that we got to get cleaned up. And then kind of, here's the middle. There's our dog, Boone. Here's the middle of it from the back. So we got a pretty good space in here to start things off, kind of a good jumping off point. I feel like I'll show you kind of back here the view from the forge. We got a good view. while we're out here making knives. Also, I feel like this will be good in the summer. The breeze always blows through here. Should keep it cool in here. But here's the view from inside. So we got the backside of the chicken coop, obviously. And then we just got a big field behind us and pond. The neighbor runs cattle on all this. This is all connected to the front over here. So we got cattle running out here that'll be saying hello to us from time to time. And then of course, you'll have the birds and the dogs running around saying what's up. So anyway, that's this is going to be the first video on the channel, just showing the jumping off point. So I felt like it'd be cool to show what I'm starting with, which is literally nothing and no experience. And I want to go from there and build up from there. So I'll take y'all along for the journey when we work on stuff out here or get new tools. And then hopefully, like I said, within a few weeks time, maybe a month, I can get all the stuff together and build my first knife, and we'll see how it goes. I'm expecting it to not be great, but we'll learn and figure it out together. So that's the point of doing all this, is just showing, you know, there's some stuff in life where you just got to start, and it is what it is. You start with nothing. Everyone started with nothing. So I can sit around and make excuses that I don't have the right stuff or the right building, or I can just go for it and see what happens. So that's what we're going to do here.